Hi, I'm Kathy, a 21st Century Equipment small product specialist. I'm here today to talk to you about our John Deere 2032R. This is one of the John Deere compact tractors that you can get at one of our locations. Just want to point out a few things to you here. John Deere has a easy on and off loader, which is a quick detach. You can do it from the seat. You do not have to get on and off for your loader mount. It's all attached. We'll show you in a later video how you can do that, how you can take it on and off real easy. These are e-hydro. You got two pedals, which is going to be a forward and a reverse. All the maintenance on these is going to be pretty simple. Your oil check is going to be here. Everything is very easy so that you do your service or check your oil or check your safety things on it. It's got a bucket level indicator on it. You can tell where your bucket is level with the ground, as opposed to trying to see if it's level and you're digging in deeper than what you want to. It's got a fold down rod, so if you're parking it in a shed garage that's lower, you can fold that down and fit it inside. If you want to come around to the back, I want to show you a little bit about the back end of the John Deere. John Deere actually carries what we call a planetary final drive. If you're not familiar with final drives, the final drive is where the power comes from the transmission to your wheels, and that's usually when you get the spinning and such. If you get in a sticky situation, you want to have as many teeth as possible to spread that torque or that stress out so that you're not breaking those teeth off, because if you do that, then you're just stuck right there where you're at. John Deere has 15 teeth in contact at all times to support that torque. That's part of the final drive. Most competition that we see out there has what we call a bull gear. The bull gear has two teeth that are in contact at all times. So if you shear one of those off, it makes it a little more difficult to get back to the shed where you can actually service the unit. Everything, like I said, on the other side is very easy to see, very easy to maintain. You've got your fill points here. You've got yellow color coded checkpoints, so you know exactly where everything is. On the back end of the John Deere, you actually have what we call an Imax quick hitch. You can back up to any of the implements and not have to get off to attach it. You just back up. These little pins here will unlock. And then the minute that you back up to it, all you have to do is hit it and it locks it in. And then you drive off and go. Quick, easy attachments. You can also adjust your grade of your implement if you've got a blade on the back or you're mowing on a ditch and it's not level. You can actually take and tilt the sides so that you can get a grade on your road. Or on your mowing, get a more even cut if it's at an angle. Fuel tank is back here on the back, away from the engine, to keep it away from that heat. If you have to fill in the middle of a job, it's back here. We're going to do another video here in a little bit on our drive over deck. John Deere has a John Deere exclusive, actually, drive over deck that you can remove the deck from the seat. You do not have to get off to remove your deck and hook up your PTO. We're going to talk about some in-depth features on this little 2032R. If you notice here on this little control panel, you're going to have various light options. You're going to have just your headlights. You've got your headlights, high and low, hazards, your turning signals. This is for your particulate filter. For the exhaust, this does not require any DEF. It is a Final 4 Tier 4 engine. We have tilt steering, so the driver can be in comfort. The seat does go back and forth. There is a convenient handle here to reach to slide your seat fore and aft. The floorboard is an open station. You don't have this big hump that you have to step over when you're getting on the little 2032s. Okay, in order to start this, what we're going to do is we're going to put our foot on the brake. We're going to turn the key. We're in neutral here. You've got low, neutral, and high, so we'll turn the key to start it. The park brake is up, so it will not go anywhere. You can take your foot off of the brake. To get going, all you're going to do is put your park brake in the down position. Put whatever gear you want to be in, low or high. Okay, now put your foot on the pedal. You've got two pedals down there. You have the forward pedal and the reverse pedal. So to go forward, you're going to push the pedal that has the arrow going forward. It's just as easy to go into reverse. All you're going to do is push on your reverse pedal. Go ahead and put it back into neutral. Park brake up. And you're at your location. On the PTO, you have several options here. You've got your rear PTO, which is a 540. You have your mid and rear so that you can have both of them operating at the same time. You're going to just use this little yellow lever here and put it into whichever position you want. This one is just mid PTO only. You got you a little glove box here. You can put your gloves in. You've got forward working lights, which are going to be operated off of that light switch that I showed you a little bit earlier here. This is going to be your throttle. The higher you push this, the faster your speed is. Your RPM is going to be faster, and your response on your pedal. This is where you're going to control your RPM that you're going to have here on your implements. If you notice, you have an ePTO and a regular PTO. That's the RPM that you need to be at when you're running your implements. This one is an economy mode, meaning that you're not going to use as much fuel. You still get the job done. You just don't need to have your engine wrapped up quite as high. So that's a cost savings to you as the owner. Okay, on this side, this is going to be your joystick lever, which is going to control your loader up and down and side dump. This is a little stop indicator for your rear PTO. So if you're doing blade work, or if you're mowing and you always want to go down to the same position when you're mowing with a rear cutter or rear blade, rear implements, this is where you're going to put that, and it will consistently go back down to the position where you want it. This is a loader lock, so your loader will not move. So if you're doing something and you want to make sure that it doesn't get bumped and it goes down, that's what that's for. This is for the rear implement, for you to drop your 3-point. This lever is for the drive over deck that we have attached, to raise and lower that. This yellow one is for the PTO, to turn on your PTO, whether you've got it on the middle or the back. This is how you're going to turn it on. This is your depth, your cut of height control for your mid mower. You've got a couple holders here that you can put drinks in, various tools, or so have you. The seat has armrests on it, so you can ride in comfort. Here, a easy on and off loader, which we'll show you how to take that off in a upcoming video. All of the checkpoints on this John Deere, as I've pointed out, are yellow. Here's your oil check fill. Easy points for you to check all your service areas.